going into Montana, just what are you seeing from the offense, just trying to click going up against a great opponent?
We just come in and work every day, just keep preparing each and every day to, bring our best offense out on Saturday.
Seeing a difference with this offensive line, able to get a little more push during practice? Just what have you noticed while carrying the ball?
They are coming together as a group, like just getting closer as a group. And like Coach Beard said, me, I guess turning down, bigger schools and stuff, a lot of more money. I feel like they really took that to the heart, and that just kind of gelled them to really want to block as hard as they can for me every day.
What about, why'd you come back?
Huh?
Why'd you stay here?
Just felt like it was the best opportunity. The grass is not greener on the other side, and I want to play, honestly. And with having 6 months left, it wasn't really ideal to go to another school during fall camp and expect to be that #1 back.
Jacardi, what sort of personal goals have you set for yourself for this season? I know you've got your eyes on playing football after your time's done at Missouri State, so what's the plan? What are the goals for this year?
I just want to be the best me that I can be for this team, and obviously win every game. And then I really don't like to say my personal goals, because at the end of the day it's a team sport. So if I don't complete my goals and we win the game, that's a win for me, for us.
Gary, what did you kind of see? Just the film you've been able to kind of see of Montana, just from your perspective.
First and foremost, they're a highly skilled unit. You look at the wide receiver core. It's among one of the best in the country. Offensive line, they have a lot of good pieces, a few pieces getting moved around here and there, but it's nothing that we can handle, nothing that anybody should be scared of. Point blank, I feel like we have the potential to be one of the best units in the country, and I just want to show it that first week.
What about just going up against a team that played in the national championship game last year, and just, that highly talented of an opponent at their place?
Yeah, it definitely shows on tape why they made it that far. They're disciplined, they make the right checks, right reads, they're always in the right place when they need to be there. But at the end of the day, if we can play to that level of football and play disciplined Bears, also football, there's no reason why anybody can't be beat.
Just kind of the same question I asked him about the offensive line. You don't think they're pushing you around too much, but just what have you noticed from that group that might be a little bit different?
The physicality in practice is definitely different. It's more of a battle every single day, and you can tell that they're coming with their hard ass on every single day to work. If you ask me who's winning, I might not give you the same answer Jacardi will, but it's definitely more of a battle than it was last year.
Just the rotational group that you guys have. You had to play a lot of youth last year, a lot of young guys had to get experience due to injuries and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had a few like Devon and just kind of a few of those others. Just what's different about this defensive line group?
I would say that's more complementary. Like for every weakness that one person has is another person's strength, and for every amount of youth that we have, it's just as much experience. It really balances us all out, and it adds so much quality depth that it's hard to look at us as an incomplete unit.
The defensive lines put up some great sack numbers years prior to last year,
mm-hmm.
and I know there was a lot of hype around you coming in. You led the team in sacks. Hard to replace guys like Kevin Ellis, Eric Johnson, who had come through the program. Are you guys looking at that sack number this year, trying to get that up, or just how are you guys looking at that right now?
Coach Scott, first and foremost, reminds us of that every day. He lets us know that, hey, we have a history here, and there's the things that we need to live up to. Last year, we didn't exactly live up to it the way we wanted to, but going forward, we want to surpass that.
Gary and I had asked Coach about the environment that's expected out in Missoula.
Mm-hmm.
Does it have the same effect on defense? Does it bother communications? Or normally the crowd's going to quiet down for the offense. What does that do to you guys in that sort of environment?
It's 50-50. The energy affects everybody in the stadium the same way. They also don't want to mess themselves up, but they also want to mess us up. So you never know exactly how it's going to come out. You just got to come out and be ready for everything. Be ready to communicate, be ready to show up, be ready to run and hit, just like any other game.
Jacardi, coach and other players have talked about how this year's team might embrace the grind a little more, right? The maturity and understanding. Can you kind of talk about that, what you've seen from this team and the growth from a year ago?
Like you said, I just feel like we got a lot of more mature people just with a lot of experience. Me being here for 3 years, plus the kids that came in with me that were transfers, I feel like we've really helped this team or led this team in a good way, and hopefully everybody's you know, ready to go come Saturday.